Alright, there we go. Might help if I have my mic on. That's why I checked, though. So, mic audio's on, game audio should be going. Let's bring up the YouTube preview here. Make sure the YouTube preview is doing the YouTube preview thing. And there we go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope y'all are doing well here. We are on the last night of the 5-star featured Gambit arena. I'm going for top 1 to 5%. Whatever I wind up getting, though, is okay with me. This is off week. Basically, it's just getting some extra arena chips and gold before the Spider-Ham arena starts up tomorrow, in which I'm going to be going for a top 300. So, that is the plan for tonight. I'm already at 17 million points right now. 1 to 5% is about 22 million points, so I should be able to nail that out tonight, to be honest, which is great, because I'm not going to be doing anything tomorrow. So, without much further ado, let's get rolling. Before I get too far along, though, I do want to take a minute and welcome the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. It has been a super busy month here in-game so far. It is going to keep on getting even more busy in the coming couple weeks to come, including, but not limited to, the Spider-Ham Arena, which again starts up tomorrow. I am going to be doing a live stream as that goes live, as well as a live stream tomorrow night. I'm going to be doing live streams every other night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Goal is to get top 300. I want me one of those spider pigs, so stay tuned for that. Also, coming up down the pipes, we've got a Act 6 or a Variant 6 gameplay that goes live next week. I'm going to be doing that fairly soon after it goes live. I'm going to be doing a Legends run for Book 2, Chapter 1, Act 1, Act 7, whatever it is they're calling it. Going to be doing that as well. I want me one of those 6-star diaper men. Lags currently is doing his Legends run. Do wish him the best of luck. He's about 7 hours in so far, and that's respectable. That is very respectable. The biggest video, though, is going to be next week, Wednesday morning, which is when the new featured 6-star crystals go live in the store. And as things are going right now, I will be having 12 of those to open up, which is absolutely nuts. I am going to be hoping for at least one, hopefully two, hopefully several of the featured champs that are going live there, including Dragon Man, that's my top choice, Space Ghost, that's choice number 2, APOC, and a number of others. So, plenty of cool stuff coming down the pipes. So, be sure to ring that notification bell. Stay on top of it as it goes live, because it is gonna be good. From the top, though, big howdy to Krish, saying, hey there, hi there. Hey there, hi there, Krish. Happy Wednesday. Kingslayer stopping in saying, hey, Rob. What's good, Kingslayer? Always a pleasure. Hope you've been well. Lefty saying, yo. What's good, Lefty? And So Hit saying, hello. Well, hey there, hi there, everybody. I'm going to be bringing it up again a little bit later in the stream, but over here on the left, I do have the nightly question for tonight. What do you guys think the anniversary gift is going to wind up being tomorrow? Tomorrow is the 6-year anniversary of MCOC. I've been playing for 5.5 years. It's been pretty crazy, not going to lie, but they're already hyping up all of the 6-year anniversary stuff that should be dropping tomorrow. And at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, when I'm assuming most of it goes live, I will be doing a live stream reaction to that. So there will be a live stream at 10 with the reaction, all the stuff that drops. I'm assuming that the anniversary gift is going to drop at 10 tomorrow, as well as the start of the 4, 5, and 6-star shard arenas, as well as the anniversary boost and whatever else they decide to throw our way. For an initial reaction, cut out there and then jump immediately into a live stream for Spider-Ham, starting to get up the infinite streak and put up the first few million points. That one we're also calling Streaming Until the Baby Wakes Up. So it is gonna be a good, busy day. So it's saying, hey, when does the Shard Arena go live? Tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow. I'm assuming it goes live to 10 a.m. tomorrow, the same time that the Spider-Ham Arena starts up. I'm assuming. I have not gotten official confirmation from Kabam through the CCP as to when exactly everything is dropping outside of tomorrow. But if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that right about then. The legendary Half stopping in and saying, hey, Rob. Well, hey, Half. How's it going, bud? Howdy, howdy. Hope you've been well. So we're going to be starting off here with the remaining 6 stars. I want to get them up so they have enough time to come off a cooldown by the time Arena starts up tomorrow. It'll be very important getting all the 6 stars up and out of the way as soon as the Arena goes live, or soon thereafter. Just make sure that they're on cooldown again, so hopefully I can get another round in that evening. What's good, Milk? Milk's stopping in saying hello. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. And Designs, always a pleasure, bud. Always a pleasure. Hello back at you. Half says, do you have Apocalypse 3-star and 4-star? Yes, I also have the 5-star Apocalypse. I wound up grinding from Arena. He is currently unawakened. I do have an Awakening gem I could use on him, but since the new featured 5-star crystal is going to be coming up in a month's time, I'm hoping I wind up pulling one naturally that way. So, yeah, the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star is great. Hopefully wind up getting a 6-star next week. We'll see. Design saying, looks like we're in the market for a new alliance to call home. Uh-oh. Well, I shouldn't say uh-oh. That might be a good thing. It's always a good idea to shop around, but what kind of alliance are you in the market for, if you don't mind my asking? Have you ever tried Apocalypse himself as a horseman? I haven't, actually. I'm assuming you could, right, if you have 2 different apocalypses. I'm assuming you could make the other one a horseman, right? So you could presumably then have 2 horsemen on your team. So if you do like Cable, APOC, I suppose you could even have 3 APOC. 3, well, yeah, but that'd be dumb at that point. Cable, APOC, and then 2 other mutants. You could even do it that way, too. I have not tried that. That's interesting. I'm curious to try that out now. Design saying at least gold 1. Shoot me a DM. Either on Discord Designs or on Twitter, I suppose. And I'll see what I can find out. I still do have some contacts in AGT, so that might be an option for you if you're interested in an AGT family alliance. Oh boy. So what's new, everybody? What's new? Last night was the off night for live streaming, so didn't get a chance to chat, catch up on news, but what's new? I think the biggest news today, aside from Act 7 dropping, was the start of the anniversary calendar. If you're Thronebreaker, today you wound up getting 5,000 6-star shards. If you are Cavalier or Uncollected, I think you got 5,000 5-star shards. So I have not seen any sort of reaction to it, but I would imagine that the Cavalier players are not very happy with that. The endgame Cavalier players. Ideally, what I would like to see is that Cavalier gets split up into 2 groups, like Cavalier A and Cavalier B. Like Cavalier A is like, hey, I just became Cavalier today. That's cool. And you get one group, one set of prizes. And Cavalier B is like, hey, I've been Cavalier for a year and a half, and I would be Thronebreaker, but I'm not going to rank up junk, so there you go. And then that would be Cavalier B. So like Cavalier A could get like the 5,000 5-star shards. Cavalier B could get like, I don't know, 2,000, 2,500, something like that. 6-star shards. Rob, did you see that ASR came in first place instead of Kenobi? Yes, I did hear that. I haven't heard any of the, I don't know, the drama or the news behind it. From what I gather, there wasn't any docking at the end of this season, which I was kind of pleasantly surprised to see. Pleasantly surprised just because there always is docking at the end of an Alliance War season. Always. And I didn't see anything major this time around. Maybe ASR just played better than Kenobi this time around. Kudos to them, though. It's always nice getting a little shake up at the top, right? Keep things fresh, keep things exciting. But then again, too, wasn't this season the first season where the first full season where they did the new matchmaking? Or is that last season already? The new matchmaking being where it's much more competitive towards the top. Instead of the top fighting much lower seeded alliances, the top winds up fighting other top alliances. Because I knew that was a big issue going into a couple seasons ago. So maybe that has something to do with it. All I know is that my alliance, Noxious Smoke, wound up placing Platinum 2. We were very happy for that. And looking forward to taking a little bit of a breather in off-season and coming back and trying for Plat 1 next season. Always can use those extra shards. Because the difference between Plat 2 and Plat 1 is about 5,000 6-star shards and half of a Tier 5 basic, I think. Along with a couple extra 2% crystals. The Tier 5 CC crystals are nice nowadays, but because you can get them so many other places, it's not as exciting as it used to be. The Tier 5 basic, though, and the 6-star shards, to me, at least, are still immensely exciting. So it's worth the added effort. While I think of it, it is 8:20 local time. I gotta check and make sure. I gotta check the item store quick for the featured items, for the featured boosts. Because again, now that I'm pretty well dead set on doing a Legends run. I want to make sure that I'm getting the right boosts. Making sure that everything's all good and capped out. Yep. Cool. Alright. Cool. Never mind. Carry on. Let's jump on over here and keep on rolling. So what do you guys think? There is approximately 3 weeks left in the year, and I would very much like to get one gameplay video out, like either finishing up with the rank 3 storm damage output, or I don't know, rank 3 Elsa, something like that. I'm not sure I have time. If, say, I were to have time to make one more fun gameplay video, who would you guys like to see? Chris saying now I'm very desperate for a 6-star shards arena. I can't wait for a day now. Seriously, I'm hoping that the final milestone is, or all in all, we wind up getting 10,000 6-star shards. Like it's a full 6-star. That would be absolutely wonderful. Better still is if it's a 6-star arena like they did before, where it's like you could use 5 stars and 6 stars. However, you wind up getting like quadruple the points if you use 1 and 2-star champions. I would absolutely love that. PV stopping in. Hey there, hi there, bud. What's good? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. PP saying, I finally got a tier 5 CC. Awesome. Thronebreaker soon. Taking Sparkles up unduped. That is a very good choice. That is a very good choice. Sparkles is one of the few champions, few god tier champions that is amazing, even unduped. I mean, also, I do wish you the best of luck getting her awakened, though, too. Don't get me wrong. And hopefully you can wake her up faster than I did. But, yeah, very good choice. Very, very... very good choice. And just in time, too, for the rest of all the December festivities as well. Big congrats. Milk saying Guardian 100%. Alright. It's 1 vote for Guardian. Chris saying, I guess it's like 5,000 shards even if you're doing 5-star or 6-star. My 5-star luck was good, but now it's trash. It's cyclical, dude. It sometimes comes, it sometimes goes. Sometimes you got a good pull, sometimes you don't. But honestly, it really does feel like it ebbs and flows. Like sometimes you're like got a real hot streak going for a few weeks, a couple months, and then it goes into a cold streak for just as long. Very frustrating in that regard, but it'll come back around. Don't worry, it will come back. If I take her up now, do you think I'll get bumped up on the holiday calendar? The holiday calendar, yes. The anniversary calendar that started today, I don't think so. But everything that's still coming out still later on, then probably. Because I know they said for like the unit offers for Cyber Weekend that if you level up over the weekend, you would get the next level up. I'm assuming it'll still be that way with the holiday calendar as well. Holiday calendar I don't think starts up for another like week and a half, so you should still be good for sure by then. As well as if they wind up doing like a Thronebreaker level gifting crystal. I'm not sure that they will, but in case that they do, might not be a bad choice. First I had Cap Beardo, Quake, Nebula, Mojo, and Morningstar. Those are very good pulls. Now I've got Bishop, Ultron, She-Hulk, and some more bad pulls. I don't know, man. She-Hulk is amazing. I wouldn't put She-Hulk in that category. Just because she doesn't have like the sparkliest razzle-dazzle animations like, you know, Spider-Ham. She's still immensely useful just for that heavy slow that she gets. And I fortunately awakened my Beardo. Nice. Get all that extra awakened awakenability goodness. Hope the anniversary gift is something useful. What would you like to see though? Should I take her up tonight or wait? Tonight wouldn't be a bad idea. I think there's still the level up event on right now, right? But then, you know, playing devil's advocate, PP, what would you wait for? Like wait and see if you get somebody else you'd want to take up instead, or wait and see if, I don't know. Wait for like a different event to level her up for. You'd love to see a 5-star Nexus. That would be fun. That would be a really solid anniversary gift. What did they do last year? Did they do something last year? Let me look at that up. Because now I'm curious. I don't remember if they sent out an anniversary gift last year. I know they did a holiday gift, like on Christmas Day. Let's see. Alright, so here's what they did last year. If you were a Cavalier player this time last year, you got 15,000 5-star shards. If you were uncollected, you got 10,000. If you were proven or conqueror, you got 5,000 with a 4-star crystal, or contender or below, you got a 4-star crystal. So quite possibly if they hold to that, it might be a full 6-star potentially. But to your point there, since Nexus are all over the game now, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that just be nice? Like, forget shards. It's like, here, if you're Thronebreaker, you get a 6-star Nexus. If you're Cavalier, you get a 5-star Nexus. You know, if you're lower than that, you get shards or something like that. I don't know. I would appreciate that. Or a couple of tier 5 basic. That would be really nice too. That was weird. Convert that into Fury. And there we go. Beautiful. By the way, I didn't take Archangel for a Millennium Challenge, but got a 5-star Colossus, so I think he's going to go up soon. Also, got a 6-star Falcon. Nice. I would still take up Captain Marvel first. Just because you don't get the Indestructible with her Awakened ability, she's still an insanely good champ, even without it. Me personally, PB, I would take her up. I would take her up. Like, the only reason to hold off would be like if you're trying to hope to get like a different Cosmic Champion to take up instead. But honestly, outside of Cosmic Ghost Rider or Corvus, I really, those would be the only other 2 champions that I think that would give Captain Marvel movie a run for the money in terms of rank up priority. But up to you, bud. Up to you, bud. Up to you. That one. Rule says, is Squirrel Girl good for Alliance War attack? She has her uses. I would say more so for Alliance Quest attack, because there's a couple of paths, and then there's a node as well where an enemy winds up dealing more damage based on your combo meter. So having Squirrel Girl, who can drastically alter her combo meter and get rid of some of the hits on her combo meter, that makes her very useful for that. Outside of that, for Alliance War attack, I would probably only bring Squirrel Girl if there's like a node that's something like a bleed node where you get added damage if the opponent is suffering from a bleed effect. But outside of that, she's okay. She's okay. All right, dude, get off me. Half, yes, there should be an anniversary gift tomorrow. Whether or not that drops at 10 a.m. right with the rest of the content, or if that rolls over in the evening time, where like the whatchamacallit, where the rest of the calendar stuff drops. I'm not sure. Bruh Films stopping in. How's it going, bud? Good to see ya. Happy Wednesday. Currently, I'm just getting slapped around by Mr. Fantastic here, apparently. Because, you know, dexing specials is hard. Or I'm a scrub. One or the other. Half. Yes, we are 100% getting the 6 profile pick, which so many people wind up just like loving and repping for the rest of the year, as well as a title, I'm sure too, like 6 years of adventures, something like that, which is another something that everybody loves, just you know, keeping on their profile for the rest of the year. So I don't know, they hand it out and it's a freebie, so I guess I'll take it, but I don't really care. The only title that I would really ever consider switching out for the one that I have currently is like a Legends title or something. Like something that I actually go out and earn, you know, put in the work and earn. All the other ones are just like, eh. Yeah, but not just the gold boost half, it's also for battle chips as well. So if you're grinding arena, you're going to have an absolute good time. Speaking of which, that brings up an excellent point. I am going to take segue number 1 for this stream right here, and I'm going to go open up some battle chips. Just because my tinfoil theory hat is such that where it's like, oh, there's going to be an event that boosts battle chips. Well, that means that the drop rates are probably going to plummet again. Of course, obviously there's no rhyme or reason. There's no science behind it. It's all just stupid conspiracy theory. However, everybody I know that was opening up arena chips before Cyber Weekend to try and get last-minute units, most everybody I know wound up getting shafted, myself included. So let's do this. Let's open up 150. So 150 of the basic, whatchamacallit, arena crystals. How many units do you think I'm going to get out of 150 of these? Half saying, did anyone notice about that strange guy behind Cap's arm in the Champions Are Forever thumbnail? Yeah, my guess, Half, is that is the summoner, who we have seen before last year, I think. He was in the animatic for the 5-year event. That was the first time that we've seen the summoner. So that's my guess. That's my guess. But that's coming out not tomorrow, but the day after, I think. PP's gonna be sticking with the Goldblum. Nice. So out of the 150 here, I'm hoping to get, let's just say 600 units. That's my guess. Let's go check it out. Start off with 30. Three-star Punisher, cool. $105, nice. Another Punisher? Nope. 150. 165. 225. Nothing. 240. Nothing. 255. 15 units at a time. Another Punisher. 270. Man, I was way off in guessing 600. Well, it's halfway there, so that's something, right? So I got exactly one Cavalier Crystal and change. So out of 150 of those. Lovely. That is quite nice. Quite nice. Does the gifting event start tomorrow? No, gifting isn't going to be for another couple weeks. Gifting is usually like the week before Christmas. So probably not for like another week and a half. However, even though the gifting event doesn't start for a while, if you are going to be making any moves getting into a new alliance, I recommend doing that immediately. Just because with the new rules for the gifting event, you have to be in the alliance for 14 days before you can claim any of the milestone loot from the alliance events. It's not to say you're going to be missing out. It's just going to take you 14 days from today to be able to claim any of it. So I know Designs is looking for a new alliance home. Hope to be able to help out with that. But for everybody else, if you're planning on moving around someplace or whatnot, just know that you got that two-week limit. Deck's back there. That. How cool would it be if the 6-star Nexus and half 6-star oh, there you go. I would like that very much, Krish. I'd like that really much. That way everybody gets a little something that's relevant to their progression. And we don't wind up with another Cyber Weekend fiasco with the Cavaliers getting, well less than what they deserve. Like, I get that they want Thronebreaker to be like the new shining city on the hill and whatnot, but really not at the expense of everybody else. That's not right. Although, speaking of which, again, I have not heard any of the news or reactions or drama or any of that to the anniversary calendar that started up today. So I could be late to the party in that. Hopefully not. Hopefully everybody's happy, but you never know. I'll have to see how many points I'm at the end of the arena here. That's weird. Sorry guys, there might be a hiccup in the stream right there. Everything is showing fine, green lights all around, strong signals, all that. But all of a sudden YouTube was like, yo dude, not getting any data from your input, so we're gonna close the stream. And then it's like, oh, wait, never mind, there it is. So if it winds up, if we wind up having a hiccup back there, sorry about that. I'm spending a 6-star featured. Who is better between Space Ghost and Sparkles? That is such a tough question. I think Sparkles but Awakened Sparkles. If they were both unawakened, I might almost argue Space Ghost. Just because he doesn't need any synergies and Sparkles benefits a lot from the Nick Fury synergy. But, and then Space Ghost has slightly better prestige, but again, that only comes into play for an awakened Space Ghost. But that's so tough. That's so tough. And honestly, dude, I wish you the best luck. I hope you pull him. I really do. But that would be like one of the most first world problems in this game. A wonderful problem to have, but... But I don't know, that's really tough call. The other thing with it, though, too, is that a Cat Marvel movie is much more of a known quantity, you know? Like, she's been around in-game for a while. We know how she handles, how she plays, where she's best suited for, all that. Space Ghost people are starting to get more familiar with, just seeing, you know, well, getting him in the first place, and then seeing what he can do once they do have him. But all that being said, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Any of you guys out there have Cyberpunk loaded up, ready to go, or going to be getting it? Because that is launching and going live right now, actually. So wherever it is in the world you're at, for the most part, if you're able to download it, you should be able to be getting to playing it right now. Chris saying, I'd love to see Daredevil Netflix gameplay. Yeah. He's on the short list. He's on the short list. I actually wound up going up against a six-star Daredevil in Cavalier difficulty, and that dude absolutely rinsed me. Absolutely rinsed me. And I'm not sure why it was. I'm not sure why it was. Like, his combo was all over the place, which, you know, is part of his charm, sure. But, like, I thought it was, if it was 15 hits and lower, that's when he shrugs off debuffs. 16 hits and more, he doesn't. But he was shrugging off my parries like it was nothing. I mean, it's either that or he must have been reducing my ability accuracy. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it was, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Fun champ. Fun champ. Playing Space Ghost is easy. You just don't have to... Just don't dex after you throw a special 3. It's quite easy. Yeah. Yeah, assuming you can. You can not dex. But yes, I agree. Fun champ. As for me, it's a game. Cyberpunk is a game that I really want to play. It looks a lot of fun, and I'm probably going to get around to it a little bit later on. But for me, I'm gonna be sitting out most of the day 1, day 2, first week probably shenanigans, just because I don't have the time. Unfortunately, frankly I just don't have the time. Like I'm opting, and I would rather do the Spider-Ham grind to get Spider-Ham, and then join in and start playing, as opposed to missing out, you know? Because that'd be a shame. I'd rather grind him out in an arena and get him for sure, as opposed to taking a RNG chance at pulling him out of a featured later on. Still learning sparkles, but have to consider the options. That's fair. That's fair. You always gotta play the hand you're dealt, though, too, PB. That's the other thing. Because it would be amazing to get a Space Ghost, just like it'd be amazing to get a Corvus, but it is really no guarantee either which way. You can, but should not if you want loads of damage on a special 2. Yes, yes, that is correct for a Space Ghost. Yep. So if you want that big, massive damage that you see hyped up in videos where he goes like full Kamehameha and just goes ham on an opponent, yes. Very true. Odds of the first 2021 champion have a 10-hit special 1. Pretty high, to be honest. Well, no, I take it back. I'm assuming that the new Scarlet Witch is the first champ of next year. Because it'd be pretty dumb for them to introduce her this month and then just do nothing with her. But that having been said, Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, he's got like a 6-7 hit special 1. And his basic basic combo is like 6 hits too. So like if you chain a basic combo on top of a special one, you're pretty much right there already, bud. Like a 13 hit rotation. It's pretty nuts. Let's do that, and let's do that. Sorry, Krish, that error? Error who? Did like 10,000 damage on his special too? Sorry, but I missed it. Let's do it this way. Actually, that's probably a bad idea. I've got the damage masteries on, and Electra's gonna just take advantage. Basically, she's stun immune. Because between her awakened ability completely reducing like my ability accuracy, it's just, this isn't gonna go well if I'm not careful. Oh, on special 2? Yeah. Well, part of that, again, Krish, is because I've got the damage masteries active, so I do a bunch more damage already anyway, just because of that, because I've got double edge turned on. But, I mean, Vulture isn't a bad champion. He's not a great champion, but he's not a bad champion either. Pan stopping in, saying damage masteries for the win. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And it's so weird too, because now that I've been saying damage masteries as much as I have here for the live streams, it's starting to carry over into like my regular vernacular for like alliance chat and whatnot too. Which is so weird. After 5 years of calling it the old way, and like couple months of calling it the new way, already it's just like, yeah, they're the damage masteries now. Wish I could afford them, but I don't have the 6K units. Well, maybe with the battle chip boost that's starting up tomorrow, I should be able to get battle chips a lot faster, a lot easier. Wind up popping open some arena crystals and getting lucky that way. That'd be pretty neat. We got a Groot off right here, guys. We got a Groot v King Groot. Who is the Grootiest? Two Groots enter, one Groot leaves. Maybe a couple seedlings too, just for good measure. Here's to hoping that Red Skull is on the short list to get buffed next year too. PP, yes, you absolutely could. You absolutely could. I mean, in addition to all the other benefits that you wind up getting by having the sigil in the first place, yeah, the newly discounted 6-star featured it's a nice to have. It's definitely a nice to have. But just access to the Black ISO market in the first place is really cool. And the added storage capacity. I always forget about that, but being able to store more catalysts and without stuff going into your overflow is immensely useful. Especially in today's day and age where you have to really essentially hoard supplies. It goes a long way. I'm not an arena grinder, but I will use the most of the boost and get my second 6-star. Good, as well you should. Get them shards, get that 6-star. Pull out Dr. Doom. or you know, whoever your top choice is. Doom is cool, but he is not the end all be all. Man, I've given no thought. It just popped in my head right now because we get for book 2 for exploration, we get a rank 1 to 2 6-star rank up gem, but it's random, right? I don't even know who I would take up. Like Magneto, probably. Not sure about the cosmic option. But okay, I take it back. There's options. There's options. Boink. 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 I'm not even gonna deal with his auto block nonsense. I'm just gonna heavy my way across it. But if I get that 6-star Doom, I will rule the game. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Get that Doom. I'll leave the game if I get a troll roll from Doom to Jugs. Yeah. But don't put that evil out there in the universe. Do not put that evil out there. It's going to be an amazing pull. It's going to be great. Pippy says, do you know how often that 6-star resets? Every 8 days, I think. Something like that. Some ridiculously quick turnaround. Which I don't know if is their way of like future-proofing it. For like, I don't know, 6-8 months down the road when 6-star shards are a bunch more common, assuming. Or if it's just like throwing a bone to the whales who just open up a bunch of featured calves and get shards all over the place. But either way. Boink. Text that. Zap. But yeah, that 6-star crystal is insane. Insane. I gotta give him a lot of credit for the design of it, is that there really aren't a whole lot of bad champions in there. You know, I think people would be a little bummed out to get a Punisher 90, buffed Punisher 29 or a buffed Falcon, Green Goblin, Cable probably, but everybody else is just really good. You know, they got New Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, Vision, and Ronin making their first appearance as 6-stars. Those are really good. Having a 6-star Vision is going to be immensely useful, arguably the better of the two Visions, depending on if you like the Vision power gain or not. Ronin Awakened is the cheesiest champion in the game, with the heavy lock, or the stun lock that he gets on the special one. But you got Elsa, you got Ghost, you got Wasp. You got all the featured champs. You got the newly buffed Gambit. It's just such a Mr. Fantastic. It's just such a delightfully dirty good pull. And I wish everybody the best of luck when they go to open it up. Knock on wood. Boink. What do you guys think is going to be in the new 5-star pool? Because, I mean, that's still a month away, but that's going to wind up being pretty nice, too. Actually, to be honest, I don't even know. After this round, I'll go on and jump in for a tangent of the evening number 2. Let's go check out that 5-star crystal, because I forget where the cutoff is. So I'm not sure if Spider-Ham is going to be wind up being the last champion, or if Scarlet Witch or whoever next month is going to be the last champ. But the fact that there's only one champion left this year means that they're going to wind up going on a 3-week hiatus with no new champs, and then may wind up kicking out the crystal a little bit. So, let's go check that out. So I think, okay, so Professor X is the last one, so that means we got APOC, Red Goblin, Space Ghost, I-Bomb, I-Hulk, and then, yeah, Spider-Ham's the last one. Well, that works out. 33 days. And then Lordy Willin, there's also going to be the a 5-star Scarlet Witch in there too. Hopefully. Or some other throwback. I'd be really cool to see a 5-star version of movie Vision. That would be fun. It'd be really fun seeing a 5-star version of OG Ms. Marvel. She would be new. 5-star War Machine. Anybody else like that. Just for that little bit extra spice. I've got close to 25,000 shards, so I'm close to 2 sigils. Yeah. Yeah, so you can get one the day it drops next Wednesday, and then wait till like the following Thursday, I think, when it resets. Thursday or Friday, whatever it is. So yeah, you could have 2 shots in a little over a week. Question is if you're going to wind up opening it right as you get it, or sit on it and open 2 back to back. You got choices. And choices are always a good thing, especially in this game. Choices are always a good thing. Man Falcon stopping in and saying, "Greetings, Mr. vonShoe. Hope everything's going great." It is. It is. I'm in a very, very good mood. It's been a very good day. It's been a busy week. But it's going very good. It's going very good. Hope you're doing well. Also, happy Wednesday. Happy middle of the week here. I will say this, though. My mood has improved dramatically now that Alliance War season is done. Getting the loot is always cool, but then also knowing that the season is done is also a big plus. Cheers, all. So, let's do this and this and this. Is the Tier 1 Alpha Arena up right now? Did that start today or is that starting tomorrow? I think that started today, right? It did start today. Alright, so instead of running through my 5 stars here, I should jump over and run through the Tier 1 Alpha Arena. Rob, can we gift arena boosts? I don't go Infinite Streak that often, and those crystals are just storing up. I have like 800 of them. Unfortunately, no, Half. That's not how it works. You can't. They don't let you gift stuff that you already own in your inventory. You have to buy something new and send that instead, which is a real shame. So, like, all the stuff that we've been sitting on and hoarding and stockpiling for a rainy day, all of that just stays in our account. We have to. It's like new things we have to send over. That's how that works. Unfortunately. Time Twins says, so now Kabam lumps. Let me try that again. So now Kabam lumps uncollected with Cav for the new anniversary calendar. What's the point of Cavalier anymore? Should have been 10k 5-star shards since Thronebreaker got 5k 6-star shards. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. We were talking about that a little bit earlier in this stream, is that Cavalier really should get split up into like Cavalier A and Cavalier B. Cavalier A being like, hey, I just got Cavalier today. And Cavalier B is like, I could be Thronebreaker tomorrow, but I'm not going to rank up garbage just for the sake of the title. So whether they wind up doing that, like Cavalier players wind up always getting a selector between offer A and offer B, gift A, gift B, something like that. Or what? Or they just like break it up proper and create, you know, Cavalier, like literally like a Cav A, Cav B sort of thing. I don't know, but yeah, Time to him, I absolutely agree. Which is really depressing, which means that probably the rest of the December festivities between the holiday calendar, between if they like wind up doing like a Thronebreaker like gifting crystal, that'll probably get thrown in that too, as well as any Christmas Day offerings as well. Very unfortunate. What am I gonna do with 800 arena boosts? Sell them. If you're not gonna use them, sell them. Wait till tomorrow. I mean, wait till the gold boost is up, and then sell them. There we go. I sold all my arena boosts. There was a ton of them too. Yeah. You know what's something I've been thinking about that would be extremely stupid? Fun, potentially, but extremely stupid. Here, I'll show you guys as soon as this one's done for a dramatic effect. PB says battery's gonna go soon. Need to head out and recharge. Thanks for the thanks for the advice, Rob Von Smart Guy. Anytime, bud. Anytime. If you do decide to rank up Sparkles, big congrats. Sparkles is one of the best champions in the game, even unawakened. And I loved mine. For the year that I had my 6-star rank 3 Sparkles, I absolutely loved mine. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about as soon as I get control of my buttons again. So, my idea for something that would be very fun but extremely stupid is that I've got 2,300 crystals saved up between the Solo, Greater Solo, and Supreme Solo. The Supreme Solo I'm sitting on right now, but I got 468 Greater Solo and almost 700 of the regular Solo. So I've got 1,100 oddball, give or take, closer to 12. To like sit and then just spin out, either spin out or just rapid pop 1,200 crystals. It'd be like the slowest, longest, dumbest crystal opening ever. But it kind of would be fun just to say I did once. I mean, same with all the arena boosts too, right? Seeing as how these are all like 3 and 4 stars with a rare chance at a 5, but just a thought. Just a thought. Alright, so I just have... So I'm sitting at 21.5 mil. That's probably good enough for 1 to 5. Let's jump over here, get the tier 1 basic knocked out. I got rid of all the lesser and greater solo crystals. Took ages to open and sell them all. Seriously. See, that's the thing, because I really wish that they would have let us or allowed us to upgrade them. You know, like, hey, I see you're sitting on 1,000 of these crystals for the last 2 years. How about we just, you know, trade them up? You know, let's just say you trade those 1,000 that you've been sitting on for, you know, something generous. 200 of the new ones. Why not? What's the harm in that? Because that's the thing, though, because until there's like a 6-star arena where or like a champion like Dr. Doom or Space Ghost again, where the cutoff is like insanely high. Cutoffs now are like 30 mil, 40 mil, you know, tops. Again, unless it's Space Ghost, where it was like high 60s, and Spider Pig is probably going to go high like that as well. But outside of that, you don't really need arena boosts. If you've been playing the game for a long time, you really can use arena boosts the most if you're still fleshing out your roster and still building up, you know, to become Cavalier, to become Thronebreaker. Outside of that, how many tier 1 alphas do you think you get from Greater Solo? I got 1 from about 1,000. You know, funnily enough, if you guys are interested in a silly video, in my channel, type up tier 1 alpha, because I did exactly that. I wanted to see how many crystals I could open up before I got a single tier 1 alpha. The drop rate for those things is absolutely abysmal for no good reason. For no good reason. Tier 1 alpha is like dime a dozen nowadays in the modern economy. However, they still try and hold it over all of us like it's this big, great, amazing thing. And it's not. Not anymore. They still won't, like, loosen up and let up with those odds, so... It's silly. All those solo crystals that Bam converted are still never going to be opened. Thanks for converting them to more useless nonsense. Yep. Yup. I opened only 1 and got 1 tier 1 alpha. Well, you just beat the odds. That's like saying, like, I just spun open 1 cav and I pulled a 6-star featured. Which, depending on the crystal, is probably about the same odds, to be honest. And that's not hyperbole. That's not hyperbole. It is almost easier to get a 6-star out of those cav crystals than a tier 1 alpha out of those solo crystals. It's like the same odds. It's so dumb. It's so immensely dumb. Black Knight stopping in. Yo, Rob, how you doing, bro? I feel like Spider-Ham is gonna go low, especially with the book, with book 2 coming out, and there's gonna be a lot of people doing Legends runs. Potentially. He's also, but the thing is with Spider-Ham is that he is arguably one of the most fun champions of the year. He might go low. I hope he goes low. For everybody's sake who wants one and who's going to be grinding for one in an arena, I hope he goes low. You know, especially, again, like exactly like what you were saying, right? Just with all of the other things going on in-game right now, you know, hopefully people's attentions are split evenly enough to thin out the herd a little bit. Especially, too, because not only is there Book 2, there's also going to be the Shard arenas, the 5-star, 6-star, and 4-star ones as well. How long it takes somebody to run through all of those, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to be a full arena proper like these ones are, or again, If it's like the throwback ones, right, where it's like you can use a 1 and 2 star champion and you'll have 1.5 million points in 13 rounds, something like that. It's not silly, it's the economy. Yeah, air quotes economy. Boink. I won't hit the special arena until Sunday, until after the grind is over. Yeah, same here. Same here. Like right now, as it stands, I expect Spider-Ham to probably go high 40s, low 50s. I don't, because I think he's going to go a lot higher than the normal cutoff, which is probably like high 40s. But I don't expect him to go as high as Space Ghost at 60 mil. So yeah, that's probably fair. Which is nice. It's nice having that kind of a cutoff for an exciting champion. It's because when the cutoffs wind up getting the 60, 70, 80, 90 million range, good lord. That's when I want to just like roll over and cry. And at this point, honestly, I don't think it's really worth it anymore. For a 5-star champion to go for like 90 million points. I don't think I'd do it. No matter who it is. I don't think I would. Although, then again, now that I think about it, just for kicks, I did that much for APOC, so... Terms and conditions may apply. That was worth it, though. That guy's amazing. And his drop rate was abysmal. Cosmic Ghost Rider went for about 50 million, right? Potentially? See, but that's the thing, though, Black Knight. I'm not sure of, like, an exact cutoff or a close cutoff. I was just going off of the arena results night bot on Reddit. It was saying it was like mid 60s, but that may wind up being like, you know, place 200 or something like that. So you have a full 100 places underneath that. So 50 million I think is fair. So I'm thinking Spider-Ham will go minimum 45 mil. I also think that's very fair. I think that's very fair. Fair because that's above average what the normal cutoff is, and then like we were just saying, you know, with everybody else completely distracted with the newest, shiniest thing dangled in front of them. Yeah. Plus, too, you gotta subtract the people that wound up getting a Spider-Ham out of the Year 6 crystals not too long ago. Those lucky people that did. You know, because you would assume that they wouldn't want to grind arena to awaken their 5-star that they pulled, or if they have a 6-star, then there's no reason really to get to 5. Hey, there we go. Crash number 1 at the hour 9 mark. 9 minutes above the new average. It used to be 45 minutes. Now it seems to be about an hour. So, you know, I mean, we're making progress. Making progress. Now, if we could just, like, fudge the line a little bit, jumping from, you know, crashing every hour to crashing never, that would be nice. But here we are. Hey, there we go. For any of you guys interested, it looks like a Legacy just finished up his Legends run. Like he just finally hit 100% for Book 2, Chapter 1. What this final time winds up being, I'm not sure, because with the new timing system, it goes fight per, or the time goes by per fight as opposed to time overall. So he's been streaming for 9 hours, but I think his final time is going to be much lower than that. But that's cool. That's really cool. Alright, so we are at win streak 5, moving right along. I'm going to need to come up with an updated infinite streak guide for 2021. Using 4 stars for one video, using 5 stars for another. It's nice to see that 4 stars still work. You can still get the infinite streak with 4 stars, even in the featured 5-star arena, but still, it'd be nice to have that 2021 flair. Alright, come on, dude. Let's get out of here, Mordo. Come on, dude. Ouch. There we go. Awesome. Come here. Come here, dude. Time for a little bit of punchy, kicky, kicky. There we go. Alright. Awesome. So let's throw up Thing, throw up Gwen, throw up Nebula Oblongata. Let's do that. Dex. Do that. Do that. Boop. You would be an interesting discussion, as I think of it as I'm punching my way through the Fantastic Four. Now that we've had the Fantastic Four for like a year in-game, like the last guy to get added was almost exactly a year ago. Who do you think is the best champion of the Fantastic Four in-game now? Just based on their kit and overall effectiveness, how they wound up panning out here the last few months. Because at the time, Thing, I think, was widely regarded to be the best, right? You get Thing Awakened, you're just having a laugh. But I'm not sure that's overall that's a given anymore, you know? In fact, that's not my opinion currently. I would almost argue that Thing would probably be the third most effective champion of the four, behind Torch and Reed. Torch just because he melts freaking mystics like it's nobody's business. Reed because of his synergies. And above Sue only because Sue still doesn't have a reliable way to keep up her invisibility. Like if they were able to fix or give her a synergy to improve her invisible, such that like if you parry you don't lose it, guaranteed. Like a perfect block keeps you being invisible, but only a perfect block. And if that became a reliable thing, then I would say that, yeah, Sue would be almost borderline better than Thing. But as such, here we are. Hey, what's up, Shirmoy? How's it going, bud? Saying this isn't Act 7. Yeah, you know, not yet. I'm gonna sit on that for a little bit. I'm really toying with the idea of doing a Legends run. And if I'm going to do a Legends run, I need to do my homework. So I'll let everybody else go in and be the guinea pig and figure it out. Or figure out who's where and what they do. And then strategize from there. That having been said, I do very much appreciate that the Legends timer is different this go around. Like it goes by fight duration as opposed to the moment you start the first quest and till the moment you end the last quest and then everything in between. I'd very much appreciate that. But even still, the more prepared I can be, the better. Half saying he got a 4-star Domino with the Masakra and Red Skull synergy. Or Red Hulk synergy, you mean? I can beat some Act 5 quests. Do you think I could do the same in Realm? No. Almost, but no. And the reason for that is that Domino still wouldn't be able to out-damage Wolverine's regeneration. So if you were to do like the, if you would do Domino with Red Hulk with Masakra plus somebody to counter Wolverine plus a 5th champ, yeah, then you should be in pretty good shape. But outside of that, you still do need that Wolverine counter. Yeah, but Falcon, knowing how good that lags is, he's still going to wind up getting a Legends time just playing like super chill day one. I wouldn't put it past him. That having been said, we have a month from today to do it, I think, right? So definitely got the time. Although I very much agree with the sentiment to just do it and get it done with. It's always nice just having that done and under your belt. Oh man. Stupid. Stupid. Stupid stun. Dumb. What's your take on CCP people going for Legend title if they got access to Act 7 first and can scope it out way before most other people? I agree there should be a handicap. Because, yes, the CCP people did get a chance to test out the beta. Well, not even the CCP people this time. It was an open beta where random people got access to it regardless of if they were in the CCP or not. So a whole slew of people wound up getting access to this beforehand. Now, granted, they did change a couple of small things here and there. But the fact remains is that a number of people wound up getting a chance to practice first. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. There's something that isn't quite fair, isn't quite right with it. I suppose one person could argue that, like, because it was live streamed and there was gameplay showing, you know, which champions were where and nodes and whatnot, that one could use that as an advantage for everyone, but nothing really beats playing it in hand and doing it yourself, you know, so I don't know. Different pool, maybe. Top 100 legends for everybody who didn't have access, and then top, I don't know, 50 or top 40 for everybody else who did. Yeah, and well, see, sure, the thing for me is the endurance, getting through it. Because if Lags is able to beat it in 9 hours, taking his time, right, in between fights, planning, scoping, stuff like that. If I had all that done, all that homework done beforehand, then that would speed that up. But that's still like a good 8 hours, right, of just nonstop, grueling endgame gameplay. I tried doing that for Act 6-4. I tried doing it for 6-4. I did not succeed. But I wasn't playing super great either, so that's my own fault. But that was annoying. 6-4 was like, Legends time was like 12 hours, something like that, 13 hours. That's a ridiculous amount of time to play this game. Like, in one sitting. For that kind of gameplay. I didn't plan on doing completion, but ended up slow playing it when I had a moment here and there. Very easy. Yeah, that's what I heard. Doing the easy path in the first chapter was like 7 minutes for some people. Like, it's a very easy completion. Which is good. Which is very good. And that's what I've been hearing overall, is that this is easily one of the best mainline story acts that they've ever put out in terms of, what, 6 fights per path, a relative straightforward approach to it, fun fights, and not like in-your-face gotcha kind of fights, which nobody is a fan of. Who's a good Wolverine counter? Torch, Beardo, or Void. Void is probably the easiest to use. But all 3 of them would work. Oh. Yeah, Falcon says about as much too. CCP didn't have access to Act 7 first. Beta was pretty random. Yep. And everyone could watch the videos and prepare. Yep. That's the catch. I would need to have to send my family on vacation for it to get 8 hours. Yeah, same here. See, that's the nice thing, though, is that because of the way that they do it right now, it going per fight as opposed to from start to finish, that makes it a lot easier for people that have, like, you know, much more concrete obligations or aren't able to just sit down and dedicate that much time in one stretch. That makes it a lot easier for us to compete. So I'm very grateful for that because I'm going to need to take full advantage of that myself. Ain't nobody got time for that. Half saying, come on, bro, you gotta sleep. Don't lose your health for a bunch of gold. Well, you know, sleep is temporary. Loot and gold is eternal, or until I spend it on leveling up somebody. I'll sleep later. Sleep is overrated. I appreciate that this vision wasn't throwing specials. Hey, Cataclysm stopping in and saying, Club Cataclysm raid. How's it going, bud? Happy Wednesday. Thank you very much for stopping in. Thank you very much for the raid as well. Hope you guys are doing well here. Same with Super Cool Panda. What's up? What's up? How's it going, guys? And Reaper stopping in saying, what up, Shoe? What's good, Reaper? How are ya? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy, I was going to say, what day is today? Cyberpunk release date day? That's today. Happy Spider-Ham Grind Eve. That's today as well. Happy day 1 of Book 2, Act 7. That's today. Or just happy Hump Day. Whatever floats your boat. Very enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. You definitely have to have the roster for it. Yeah, I suppose. Big health pools and decent attack values. Yeah, like if you get hit once, you're done. But there are adequate workarounds too. So supposedly, I'm scared to go near it and touch it. To be honest, just on the off chance I accidentally start my timer. Like, I know you have to, like, start the quest, you have to go in, you have to start a fight, and that's when your timer starts, but still. Still, it would really suck to accidentally start my timer now, not realize it, go in, attempt a Legends run, and they're like, yo, dude, your run started, like, a week and a half ago. And then I'm completely SOL. And I don't want to be out of luck. I want my diaper man. If for no other reason, just to have one. To get that shadow portrait off of my my wish list. That and the fact that I've freaking fought that dude so many times. Thanks to Ben Riley 75. That now I kind of want one too, dang it. I'm going to do an initial clear of Cavalier and work on 100% the other difficulties. Nice. I gotta say, well, I mean, I wish you the best of luck, obviously, of course. However, I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself, you know. Got patting me on the back there. Because I'm actually doing Cavalier now instead of leaving it till, like, the day before it expires. You know. Because that sucks and that's not fun and you should not do that. But, because I'm doing that, The goal here for that is to get the 5,000 shards that you get for 100%ing it. Because I would like those extra shards for the 6-star featured opening next week. So I used a generic gem on Omega Red and took him to Sig 120. Nice. Now I need to take him to rank 4 55. Yeah, but each step at a time. Each step at a time. The fact that he has that many Sigs on him now means you're going to be doing some solid spore damage. Big congrats, Reaper. What do you think is the best ability accuracy team with Domino? Probably Longshot, Rogue, and Domino. Longshot, Rogue, Domino, Masakura, and Red Hulk, probably. Because the synergy with Longshot boosts ability accuracy a little bit, plus attack value. I think either a special attack damage or something. But that's probably the best bet. Otherwise, I think Quake and OG Black Widow also have a synergy that boosts ability accuracy. So that might be an option too. Just off the top of my head. Whether or not that'll get you to 100% proccing each and every time, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But you'll be close. I've got Domino, Masakura, and Red Hulk as 5 stars now. Congrats, Reaper. Very cool. You got the Trinity. Alright, so who do we got? Still 13, so we got two more fights left to do, and then we can start blitzing through with the rest of the 565s. But until then, I really should take my Magneto up. I can't, but I really should. Stupid tier 4 class nonsense. Because I really want to play him. I mean, I've played him in Arena, but that's not like taking him out and like really testing him out either, you know? Especially in some of the challenging content. Is Domino worth 565 unawakened? I would say probably not. Rank 4 for sure. But rank 5 unawakened, probably not. And the only reason for that is, I mean, her awakened ability is pretty useful for one, but even if she was awakened, say like 20, 40, 60, 80, something like that. Me personally, I'm not a big Domino fan. Just because her entire kit relies on RNG, which means it's not going to be reliable and, you know, when it matters the most, when you're really in the thick of things. Plus, you always got to have Masakura and Red Hulk to really capitalize on her biggest, cheesiest damage source. Which means that's 2 less spots to give to somebody who may wind up being a bit more useful. So, she's nice to have, she's nice to play around as. But in my opinion, she's a bit too unreliable for a 565. My opinion, though, of course, take that with a grain of salt. Ah, Joe Fix-It. God tier Joe Fix-It. I'm going to laugh that when Joe Fix-It gets buffed in 2021 or 2022, whatever it is. Like, when he finally does get his buff and is actually really good to play. Like, all the Joe Fixit God tier memes from the last like 5 years are finally going to have a whole new level of irony. It's a solid squad, Reaper. That is a solid squad. Yep. Lucky me with that evade right there. I'll take that. Alright, come on, Gwen. This is strictly a pants-wearing zone. We cannot admit anyone who is not wearing pants. And done. Night-night, Gwen. There we go. That's 15 fights in the bag. Let's bust out the big guns here, shall we? Let's bring out Dr. Doom. And then get that last stretch, because I'm almost halfway there, I think, because it's 1.6. So I'm probably only going to go to 1.1 mil. Not going to invest the time getting that extra 500,000 just for an extra tier 1. I don't think that's entirely worth it right now, but what about those Ascendant bundles? Do people actually buy those? Some people do. They must. At least one person must keep buying those Ascendant bundles, because there would be no other friggin' reason why anybody in their mind would want to buy those horrible garbage crystals. Like, if you're really desperate for ISO, great, go for the Ascendant bundles, because that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get ISO. Especially for like the 3-day arena, right? The fact that that's still a thing, even though it has like absolutely garbage rewards with the Ascendant crystals, it's such a joke. Nobody that I am aware of goes for the 3-day Ascendant arena. It's not worth your time. It's just not worth your time. Excuse me. There we go. Silly Korg and your rock stack nonsense. All right, cool. I'd be very curious. I'm of course I'm being sarcastic right now, Cataclysm, but I'd be very interested and very curious to see exactly what flavor of ISO bricks you wind up getting. Watch, with all the smack talk and trash talk about him, as I'm saying, you wind up pulling like a fully formed tier 5 basic or something crazy like that. Wouldn't that just be ridiculous? Not impossible, but pretty ridiculous. Boink. I don't think I've ever bought those. Nope. Never bought them either, but I remember when there used to be prizes. for just regular content. It's like, hey, you just beat this content. Have an Ascendant Crystal. And I'm like, gee, thanks, guys. Maybe I'll get a fully formed Tier 4 Basic or a fully formed Tier 4 Class Crystal. Oh, golly gee. And then I open it up and it's like a Tier 3 ISO brick. I'm like, well, that's disappointing. Boink. Have I ever told you guys how much I dislike fighting Gilly 99 in Arena? She is just the worst. It's either that, or if Kabam figures that if they just keep pushing it, eventually someone will like get excited about it. Someone must. Because I can't wrap my mind around it otherwise. It's just so silly. So this guy's name is RLC Bit. Interesting. I was gonna say, dude, stop intercepting me. That's like a pro game level player thing. And you're a bot. You shouldn't have this power. Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. Thank you. Goodness gracious. I'm waiting all day for that special. Get out of here. Is your Darkhawk rank 5? Yes, rank 5 Sig 200. And I love him to bits. Dude used to be MVP back when Omega Red was Alliance Quest boss. Like, I would get in there every single time, fight both Omega Red minis every day for the whole week, and Darkhawk would just go in and solo and just absolutely destroy the thing. Such a good champ. Such a good champ. I think it was KT1 a while ago that wound up doing like a side-by-side comparison, trying to find out who is better between Sentinel and Darkhawk. And I think in his test, in his opinion, Sentinel is better for short-term fights, but Darkhawk is a lot better for like tankier fights. Tankier long-term fights. And since like a lot of the fights that I would wind up going up against would be tankier long-term fights, it's like, cool, I made the right choice. Pulled him for the 7th time on stream tonight. Is it a sign? Yes, it is definitely a sign. It's a sign to take him up so Kabam stops giving them to you. But, I mean, jokes aside, he's still an amazing champion. I love him. I absolutely love him. He's fun, he's straightforward, he's useful, he's powerful. And he is very forgiving as well. And not a lot of champs in this game are forgiving. Although I say not a lot of champs are forgiving, and I'm fighting as Aegon, and he's very forgiving. I can't be faltered if I never hit you. It's Attack of the Black Spandex. Who wears it better? Who knows? Spandex Patrol. Alright, so this one should do it actually to get that second tier 1 alpha. So I'm gonna get rolling with that. At the same time too, let's look and see if there's somebody else I can raid right now. I think Brian Grant's starting up now that Lags is done. Well, let's see if there isn't somebody else that we could stream for the first time, which is always a cool thing, always a plush here on the channel. Boink, doink, doink, yoink. Come on. Instead, I would just have Ghost Rider turtling up like a clown. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that. Actually, we can go raid Ankit. Ankit doing the Act 7's .1 speed run right now. Ankit, a regular on the channel here, a good friend of the channel. Can go and say hey. And Cataclysm, I just look up back into the chat, and that's exactly what you were saying. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. What makes me mad is on Cyber Deals, Graham Mike said he understands. He's a Cav player as well. We'll talk to the team, and then they drop these on us. Makes no sense. My guess for that is that he did talk to the team. I'm not going to blame Mike on this one, because, again, he is just a messenger. But my guess is that all this stuff in December was already dialed in already with marketing. And Apple, or Google, the stores specifically. Like, the soonest that they might be able to change it is for Christmas, as opposed to like 2 weeks later. But I don't know. It needs to happen. It needs to happen sooner than later. It's ridiculous, and it's not fair. They're gonna wind up losing people. Oops, not Rob vonShoe. That one, Rob Von Raid. All right, guys, that is going to do me for tonight. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, for watching the last couple hours. I said it before, I'll say it again. It's always a pleasure getting to chat with you guys. I got a link down in the chat there over to Ankit's stream. He is streaming an Act 7.1 speedrun. I'm going to be jumping in, saying howdy, hanging out for just a little bit. And do invite you guys to join in as well. Be sure to ring the notification bell, stay on top of stuff as it drops. Big things coming up right now. I got the Spider-Ham Arena going for a top 300. That starts up tomorrow. I'm going to be opening up 12, hopefully 13, but 12 for sure. Featured 6-star crystals. When those go live next week, that's going to be an insane opening. As well as a Variant 6 live play when that goes live, day of, and Act 7 Legends run at some point too. So plenty of cool stuff. Hope to catch you guys for that. But until next time, everybody. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well.